Okay, next target. Hey, there's our buddy. I wouldn't stand back there. 50 degrees, still pretty calm this morning. Okay, time to let the big dog eat for all you 30 caliber shooters out there. And this one is coming to you compliments of Andrew in Florida, who has graciously loaned us his 30 caliber 700 millimeter barrel. And we're just going to shoot some groups this morning. Okay, we're going to be shooting FX 44.8 grain to start out with. Maybe we will also shoot some JSB 50 grain, but we'll just see how it goes. And disclaimer here, I have exactly no experience shooting 30 cal, so I don't know if 860 is the best velocity for these. So don't take any of this as gospel. I'm just gonna let you see all the data and you make up your mind from there. Okay, dope table says for 860 we want to be at 101 bar and 5.75, so let's just see what our maximum is. We're going to try the hammer spring at 5.0, about a millimeter over what the dope table says. Okay, 97 bar, 5.0. I'm going to just go for the big spinner.
877.
Okay, 877, that's about perfect for 860. So 97 bar, let's back it off. Let's try 5.85. Aiming for 860. Big spinner.
868.
And let me back off on the hammer spring to 6.0.
851.
Let's try 5.9.
868.
Let's try 5.95.
861.
Okay, right there. So 96, 97 bar at 5.95. All right, shoot a group. Top left.
858. 861.
Just a little bit of left to right, maybe inch and a half group. We'll measure it up on the edit. I'd say that's pretty respectable for first group of the day. And I do see some wind up here on my first flag up 13 yards in front of me going from right to left. So that would account for our horizontal dispersion. Vertical's pretty tight. So pretty good. See how we did on the numbers. 861, 7, and a 2.2. About perfect. Right where we were aiming. Do a new string. And I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to shoot another group at that second target.
849.
I think my reg crept up there.
861.
What do we see? About the same, inch and a half, inch and 3/4 group, except the one. We had one flyer, we had one. That one at 6 o'clock, it fell out. Probably a defect on the pellet, I am guessing. Okay, where do we want to go from here? We got 7 shots left in the mag. We want to go faster or slower? We're going to go faster, because that's what we always do. We always work our way up the reg. So we were shooting at 97. Let's go to 100. Let's see if we can get to 870. If we look on the dope chart, about a 1/4 millimeter gets us another 10 feet. So I'm just going to go 1/4 millimeter. So we were at 5.95. I'm going to go to 5.7. That should be just about 870. All right, 100 bar, 5.7. Next target over. And new string.
870. 872.
That group is inch and a half tall. And we'll measure it up, and I think I got all 7 in there. Started out really nice. Then I just had a couple go high. So now this is my first kind of groups on paper with this 30 cal. And I'll tell you what, these 30 cal pellets, I'll put in some B-roll here. These 30 cal pellets are pretty substantial compared to the 22 or the 25. Obviously that's why everybody uses the 30 cal when they're doing the bench rest competitions. And now I understand why. We're going to shoot a full 13 shots on this last target just to see what a full mag looks like. Then we'll probably move on to the 50 grain JSBs. All right, now we're at 100 bar and 5.7 on the hammer. And again, Andrew, thanks for loaning us the barrel for a couple weeks here. And this is how your barrel shoots out of my gun. So, hope you're enjoying the footage.
870.
Oh, let's see what our numbers were for the previous group. 870 and a 1.4 for the previous group. Pretty good. Let's do a new string.
$870.
Okay, that was 13 shots, and that was the best group yet. And I didn't change the settings on the scope or anything. I think it just worked its way into where it wanted to shoot. So what is that? That's like really close to an MOA group. I'll measure it up on the edit. That may be 1.25 inches for 13 shots. So Andrew, your barrel's working pretty good. Quick tune system makes it easy, guys, to make adjustments. That's why I'm doing so many of these videos. The more people see the videos, if they have this Maverick rifle or the Wildcat rifle, maybe they'll be interested in buying one of the quick tune kits. All right, let's try 50 grains just to see. Gonna have to refill the rifle, and I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. So everybody, seriously, in the comments, give Andrew a thank you for loaning us this 700 millimeter barrel so we could get the dope charts done. We are still looking for someone with a 600 millimeter 30 cal barrel to get that dope chart done. And I know there's somebody out there who bought the VP, like the Maverick VP, who's got the 600 barrel, and they went to the 700 barrel after that. If you're one of those guys and you want to just loan me the barrel for about 4 weeks, I can get the dope table done for the 600 millimeter length, and maybe shoot a few groups with it for everybody and move on from there. So still looking for the 30 caliber 600 millimeter barrel. Get a hold of me in the comments. Okay, where are we at? We're at 100 bar and we're still at 5.7. Go to the dope table. We'll start at 860 again, and I'm just using 860 because I think I saw someone on YouTube use 860 velocity for this 30 cal, so that's where I'm starting. Need to be at about 112 bar and 4.8. So let's try 110 bar. There's 110, and let's try 4.0 on the hammer spring just to get our maximum. And there's 4.0. All right, 110 bar, 4.0, and let me go for the big spinner.
884.
884, so plenty of velocity. We'll just leave it there at 109, 110, and let me back it off to let's try 4.9, and big spinner.
865.
4.95.
863.
Okay, I think I was a little bit right. Let's change ammo, 50 grain. These are 50.15 JSBs, by the way. New string. Bottom left target, then hold center.
861. 858.
Okay, there it is.
863.
Let's see what our numbers were. 860, 7 and a 2.2. So we're right at 860. That's where we dialed for. So what is that? 2-inch group? I'm going to ignore the two that were low, and I'm going to call those flyers. 1.5 2-inch group. We'll measure it up on the edit. All right, let's try one more group right there. Let's not change anything. All right, second target.
868.
Okay, so we got one low, and then all the rest kind of 1.5 inch, 1.25 group. Not bad. It's still throwing one. We're still getting that one flyer. What were our numbers for this group? 863, a 12, and a 3.6. Opened up a little bit. At 868 is what made it open up. Get rid of that. 862, a 9, and a 3.1. Okay, so there's single digits. So nobody's perfect, I guess. All right, let's try So with these 50 grain, it looks like our increment is about 4 bar per 10 feet. So let's try, we were at 110 there. Let's try 114. 870 says 4.45. So let's try 114 and 4.5. There's 114. 4.5. New string. All right. Third target over on the bottom.
877. 879.
Let me try backing it off a little bit. 4.65. Want to get closer to 870. Okay, that's it. Okay, so not near as good as the 44s and not near as good as the previous groups. So I think we need to go maybe back towards 860. What was our average? 873 of 14 and a 4.9. But I went from 4.5 to 4.65 in the middle of that group. So that accounts for the 14-foot spread. The only bad thing about shooting these 30 cal pellets is you use a ton of air. All right, I'm going to try and go backwards here. I'm going to try and get back down to 110. And we're going to try and shoot full mag on this last target at 860. Now again, 50 grain pellets, no idea where these shoot the best. Mainly, it's just giving me a little bit of experience shooting 30 cal. We're at 110 and let's go back to 4.95. I think was where we shot that previous two groups at. All right, last target. I'm going to do a full mag. This will be 3 mags, 13 shots per mag. That'll be 39 shots on an entire tank out of this VP with 700 barrel. All right, last target, gonna hold center on all these.
854. 858.
Okay, that's it, all 13. And what do we see? So besides that one flyer low, that looks like a 2.5, 2.25 inch group to me. See what it is when we measure up. How'd we do on the numbers? 860, it's exactly where we wanted to be, a 9 and a 2.8. I think that's it. I just wanted to put some 30 cal groups on paper for you guys. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for loaning us the 700 millimeter barrel. Thank you, High Pressure Pneumatics, for all the ammo that we're using in the test. And what else we want to talk about? What do I think about 30 caliber? I think it uses a lot of air. I think those 44 grain, that last 13 shot group with the 44 grain was pretty damn impressive. That's what I think. So again, your mileage may vary, but we had pretty good success with those 44s. Not so good with the 50 grain, but you know, we only tried 860 and 870. What else? Still need the 600 millimeter 30 cal barrel. We need a volunteer, someone to loan us theirs for about 3 or 4 weeks. We can get the 600 millimeter dope table done, and I think that will pretty much complete the dope tables. I think we have to do the 25 500 millimeter barrel, and I think Scott from New York was going to volunteer that one. So Scott, I'll get a hold of you in the next few days here. And what else? I think that's it. All right, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.